Hi everybody, welcome back to the shop, and welcome to another year here at EP3D Studios. We're kind of getting back in the swing of things here after taking a few weeks off, so it all feels and seems weird. Our sound, I think, might have been on early, so we apologize if you heard chattering and murmuring before we even really got started. But I'm your host, Matthew. Let's do introductions here. I'm your host, Matthew. And in front of me behind you is my producer wife, Emily. Say hello.
Hello.
She's going to be running the chat and relaying your messages my way. So any questions you have or messages you have or anything you want to say to me, say to her, she'll say to me, and that's how we do things around here. She's looking at me weird. There could be new people, okay? Come on, it's a new year, new people. And I'm going to be doing the technical side of this, the 3D printer side of things.
Andy W says, hi, YouTube.
What's up, Andy W? Thank you for joining. It's great to have you here. Oh, she's snacking.
Call me out.
Yeah. Do you want that little screen out of the way?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
And Ricardo is with us. He says, hey, Happy New Year, folks.
Hey.
Happy New Year, Ricardo.
Happy New Year, bud. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great new year.
Yeah, hopefully you all had a great, wonderful, safe New Year.
Yeah. Where are you going? So, she stepped away for a second for who knows what. But what we are going to be doing today is continuing on with the Klipper installation-ish on the Sidewinder X2. We got Klipper installed and working, but one thing that was missed was the filament runout sensor. In the stock configuration, the runout sensor goes to the display, and the display controls that function from Marlin firmware. But Klipper cannot use this display. This display is not compatible with it. So what we have to do is use a free in-stop pin on the main board, which is perfect because the Z in-stop is not used on this machine. So we're going to be using that. And all the wiring you need is already there. We just disconnect it from the screen, and then the printer should come with the Z in-stop cable. I took mine out, but I'll be putting it back in, and you could just use this as your little extension for it, and it should work. Something I've been needing to do, and a viewer on YouTube finally talked me into it. So, well, I had enough people asking about it, so I'm giving the viewers what the viewers want. That's what we're doing here. So, plus, some people use a runout sensor, and that's fine. I don't. I typically take it off because it's more of a hindrance to my workflow, but everyone does their stuff differently. So
we have Corey Ward who says, hi, everyone.
What's going on, Corey? Thank you for joining. It's great to have you here.
Yeah, thanks for coming in.
Heck yeah.
And we have somebody, I do not know how to pronounce their name. It is definitely not, it's beautiful. Beautiful language, but I'm not sure. But they say hello from Greece.
Greece. Oh my goodness.
And if you wouldn't mind helping me out with how to pronounce your name, so if you have any questions or anything, I'd be happy to learn something new.
I don't know any Greek names. I don't know any Greek. But thank you for joining. It must be late at night there.
Or early in the morning.
Or early. No, it's late at night. I think they're, I don't know. So awesome of you to join. We really appreciate it. Everybody that's here, we really appreciate you coming in and hanging out. Appreciate the support. If you haven't yet, hit that like button and subscribe. Keep that, fuel that algorithm too. So, yes, I will be doing, yeah, let's get in on this. Let's start this, shall we?
And if you are new, enjoy the view of Matt being confused by me interrupting him.
Yes, and if you are new, you've just been watching the produced videos, you're going to see a new side of me that typically struggles. So I don't struggle as much in my produced videos because they're produced. This is 100% struggle bus all the way, and no doubt we're going to have some of that today. So, but without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? Shall we? Yeah. Just sit here and meander along, waste our hour. No.
Let's do it.
Let's do this. We have to, do I have, I put those somewhere, okay.
Starting out struggle bus right from the get.
Oh man, well I was kind of tinkering on it earlier, and so I tipped this thing over, and I have my, yeah, I got a mark.
Come on, there we go.
I got a spot on here, I got to put it so it's in focus because I have the camera focus locked. And that would be right there. We should be perfectly in focus.
Andy says, let's go.
Let's go. Now, this modification, I know it's possible and I know how to do it kind of. I mean, I know the concept, right? But the originator for the person who originally did the configuration file for this, Freaky Dude on GitHub, he actually has a write-up on how to do this. So I kind of skimmed through it, and we'll look at that here in a minute. But this is, to give him credit, I'm doing it according to his instructions for the most part, and using his blip in the configuration. Because if it works for him, it should work for us. Because the configuration, the Klipper configuration is his. I've made a few small little minor changes, but it's 99% from Freaky Dude. So thank you, Freaky Dude.
Jose Castro says hello. Sorry to interrupt.
It's okay.
Says hello. First time to catch the live stream.
What's
Super
up,
excited.
Jose? Excellent. We're excited to have you here. Welcome.
Right? That's why I had to interrupt, because we have somebody new. Thank you so much for dropping by.
No problem for interrupting. Yes, thank you for stopping by. Welcome to this is what we do. We interrupt each other. I get confused. She gets confused. You know, the toaster
mostly
laughs.
laugh at you.
Yeah, she laughs. The toaster laughs. So one thing, I already yanked this out earlier, but I'm going to stick it back in because this is the spare Z in-stop cable that the printer comes with. Because it's like they knew that their little Pro was going to fail and people were going to go to a normal in-stop for the Z-axis. But the wire for the runout sensor is here, and that clearly will not reach. But because we have this, we can reach. And I don't know which way this goes. I think one way or the other, huh? Actually, I could look here on which way the wires go into the connector and see. Because the brown is our 5-volt wire, so that goes into there. So, and I can't see a thing. Is that brown or is that black? I can't tell. Flashlight.
Ed, the old tech guy, is here and says, hey guys.
Ed, the old tech guy, welcome.
Happy New Year, Ed. Thanks for coming by.
That's the black. Thank you. Awesome of you to come by, Ed the Old Tech Guy. For those of you who don't know who Ed the Old Tech Guy is, he's kind of a celebrity, to us anyway. He was my 10th YouTube subscriber, but outside of that, he does great, amazing content for like DIYers and just tech stuff and DIY stuff and tools and all this kind of stuff. He definitely has got a corner on that niche on YouTube, and he does an amazing job. And he does great live streams too. Him and his friends, they do memes and all that stuff. It's a good old time, and just the overall energy over on his side on his channel is amazing. So if you're into DIY and tech stuff, go check out Ed the Old Tech Guy.
He's got a knack. Like, I've listened to some of his live streams, and it just sounds like he's hanging out with a bunch of old friends. You guys are just hanging out, having some drinks, and just having a blast.
Yep.
Definitely check him out.
He's got it going on over there.
And Jose says, thank you all so much. Y'all made it easy for me to get my Big Tree Tech Pad 7 connected to my X2.
Excellent. That is awesome. I'm glad that helped. You might have messaged me, maybe. There's been a few people that messaged me needing help with that, and maybe you have, I don't know. We will be using the Pad 7 on this today, so excellent. So where was I? Yes. No, that's okay. I forgot where I was. So the brown is on the left side. Turn that light off. So
what are you looking for?
Wire color. What pin the brown goes to.
What is the brown?
The brown is your 5 volts. Yeah. So, right like that. So if you do this, they're not the same connector, but they fit, they work. Orient like this. This is how you want it to go, from what I could tell, and I hope I'm right. And then you kind of just force it on there. Well, not really force, but the contacts are a little big, but they will fit. I test fit this earlier. There we go. Bam. See? No problem.
Now, was it Drew? Was it Ray who was all about the magic smoke? Today's the day they should be here.
Right? If I get the magic smoke, that'd be unfortunate. I don't want the magic smoke. Okay, so where is my...
Would be unfortunate is that they would miss it.
Okay, so Z1... X, Y, Z... What is that? That looks different. Z2... Z... Oh, okay, I'm looking in the wrong spot right here. Get rid of this
Aw.
dummy.
Ed, you're awesome. He says, make sure that you hit the thumbs up, guys.
Thank you, Ed. You are awesome. Ripped the little connector thing out. That's okay. Sorry, you probably can't see past my fat hand. There, back to normal.
And sometimes Ed.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, so this is going to plug into the end stop for Z, and it looks like the brown goes. Yep, brown goes to the correct pin, I think.
Drew came by, says I made it.
Drew, what's
Happy New
going
Year, Drew.
on? All right, I think that's it. I think that's how that's going to go. We're not going to wire manage right now. That could be a later activity because I just want to make it work. And we only have an hour, and we're slowly losing time. Oh, that's loud. All right, and this moves nice and easy because I have the wobble X thing, so I got to stick the bearings back in there. Which we will do here shortly.
Ooh, Drew's on the phone with a cell phone provider. They're getting his son a phone.
Oh, man.
That's scary.
That is tough. That is tough. All right, let's hook up our Pet 7. I'm doing this completely blind. There we go.
Next thing you know, he's got a car.
Independence. What are we stuck on?
You are stuck on a TV. A monitor.
A monitor. Ding, dang it. Well, we're just going to do it this way then.
If you're looking for us to see it, you got to move it
Right.
back. We're off camera by a lot.
We are? Probably. Well, I'm going to open my laptop, so we're going to ruin our view of this
Okay.
that way. So I will just bring this around. What in the world?
Don't do that.
Did I unplug
Goodness. No.
it? Okay. Yep, so struggle bus. That's what we do around here.
Drew, if it helps, our daughter's about ready to be in kindergarten.
There we go.
In the fall, and I'm not ready for it. Like, everybody keeps talking like, oh, it's going to be so nice. I'm like, no, don't even talk to me about that. Drew says to be quiet, no car.
No car. All right. We're going to pick, I have this set up for 3 printers, so I'm going to pick Sidewinder X2. Boom, we're in.
Jose says, I also upgraded my board with the one you made.
Oh.
And I also did the hot end upgrade, thanks to the videos as well.
Oh, excellent. I'm glad I could be helpful for you. All right, yeah, I think I got that right. We'll see. We'll see when this comes up. We'll do some tests with a piece of filament in there to make sure I got the make sure I got it right. Actually, I can just put the spool on top. Boom.
Well, and thank you so much for your support and staying, watching the videos.
Yes.
Hopefully giving us the thumbs up, and just we appreciate y'all interacting with us.
Most definitely. So there's a light on this thing. I didn't even know this thing had a light. So green means filament in, red means no filament. So I think I got it in there right. Let's get it figured out in Klipper. So we're gonna go, oops. Oh, you're fine.
That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
Try again. All right. And for those of you unfamiliar, this is mainsail with the UI that was made by a viewer. He so graciously did this for free. I forget his name. It's been a while. I apologize. Michael, I think it was.
That was definitely not something to admit.
I know.
Wow.
I think it's Michael. Sorry, Michael, if I'm wrong. If you watch this, it's been a minute. But yeah, amazing interface. I use it on all my machines because it's my theme. I love it.
Drew wants to know, are we offering Wobble X kits? He says he'd rather support us than AliExpress.
You know, we don't currently have them, but if there's enough interest, I could probably buy a bunch off AliExpress and just resell them. Because there's, right now, Mellow 3D is the only supplier for them. So I don't know of anybody else that makes them. I mean, I could make my own, but then I'd worry about some, not really copyright issues, but it's somebody else's intellectual property. I'm not going to steal to make a profit. I mean, I'll make my own just for myself. I have no issue with that, but to make a profit off of, yeah, I have some issues with that, we'll say. But if there's enough interest, maybe we could think about something. I could talk to them, message them, and see if they can give me a bulk deal.
Jose says he'd be interested as well.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
Ed, awesome as always, says pro level live stream here. This deserves a lot more viewers.
Oh, thank you, Ed. You're too kind. Yes. So, yeah, I'll message Mellow 3D and see if they do like bulk deals or something like that. Yeah, write that down. Write that down. Another thing, if you can see, you probably can't see. For the runout sensor, I just did this today. Made a little bracket to move the runout sensor forward a couple of inches, just because it's tucked in under here, and it gets. I always had issues with it binding. That's why I mainly don't use it, but this should help to keep it from binding. So I'll leave a link to this STL in the video description. Write that down.
What was that?
The runout sensor bracket. It's a quick 5-minute print. So.
Didn't realize I was the
She's the scribe.
secretary and producer.
Producer wife. And
So
then we
many
have
more
co-producer Zoe.
Ooh, let's see. Drew says he wasn't sure how they were made. Andy says if it was only a little bit if only it was a little bit earlier. It's 11 p.m. in the UK.
Ooh.
Oh, thanks for joining us from the UK,
Man,
Andy.
thank you so much, Andy. Yeah.
Maker My Nexus says hello. Hope everyone is doing well. Thank you. Welcome. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Man, we got a lot of people today. This is good.
A lot of newer names on the.
Some new names, and we like it. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. We really appreciate it. It is awesome of you to take time out of your day to come hang out with us.
Or night in
Or
Andy's
night.
case.
Yeah, we try to pick a decent time to do this. So it's we start 3 p.m. our time. So those that are on the East Coast of the U.S., they're looking at dinner time right now, which is tough. And then,
Or Canada.
Or Canada, right?
Keep forgetting about poor Canada land.
Right, and then South America, dinner time down there.
Yeah.
So
We haven't seen him in a while, but Eve from France.
Yeah.
Over there in the UK time too. We got a couple
Yep,
people from
over
Germany that
there.
dropped
So
by.
it's either so there's no perfect time to do this. We try to do the best that we can with the schedule that we have. So we apologize if this is not the best time to do this, but we also are very, very grateful and appreciative that you do take time out of your night, evening to come hang out with us. It means a lot to us, and we really, really appreciate it. So, where was I? Oh, here. So, we're going to go to our printer.cfg, and we're going to add a line or two to it. We're going to go to our browser here, because this is the instructions from Freaky Dude, blog.freakydude.de. So, and I'll leave a link to this in the description as well. Tell me, write that down. Sorry. It was a haphazard day trying to get all this set up. Freaky Dude's instructions. I'll leave a link to this so you can follow through as well. He actually makes a little pigtail harness for it. You don't need to, but you can if you want. No big deal. This is what I'm looking for right here. This is what we're going to add to our printer config.
Ed says cheers to those in the UK. God bless our mates over the pond.
Yep. And where are we going to put this? We are going to put this right under printer. Boom. Filament, sensor switch, sensor filament. Let's see. Pause on runout. True. Starts the pause G-code script if the filament runs out. I think my pause script is correct. It's I think it's from the mainsail config. When you install it, you get basic configuration scripts from Klipper and mainsail, which is kind of nice. All right, save and restart.
While you're doing that, I'm hoping I'm saying this right. I think it's Ira says hello from France. I have two MGN9H that I can use for the Y-axis on the Sidewinder X2.
Yeah, that would work. I did 12s, but a 9 will work fine. The reason why I didn't go with the 9s is they're a little narrow, and if you don't get them dead center, they could get sucked in. But I think there's a lot of people that use them. So yeah, do it. I don't have a template for your screw holes for the 9s, but I do have for the 12s. If you need a template, let me know. I think I could probably come up with something pretty quick for you. So, all right, now it should show, I think on his instructions here, it says that under miscellaneous. Here we go. Where is miscellaneous? Oh, here we go. Filament detected. Look at that. So if I take it out, boom, empty. It works. Genius. Frankie Dude is a genius. I knew it would work something like this. I just didn't know exactly how it was written on the configuration, but the internet is a wonderful thing, and there are so many more people out there way smarter than me that know this stuff already. So you could pick and choose and copy and paste, just give credit where credit is due. So thank you, Freaky Dude, for all of that. Let's test it, see if it works. First, we need to unload the filament.
Come on. There we go.
Where are we at? Okay.
Oh, you're not, okay.
Unload filament. Can you see all this? Is this visible? All right.
Oh, switcher's being tricky today.
I gotta do, while that does that, I gotta do my bearings. And hope I don't get them everywhere. So, let's set that out of the way. Slide you on over. All right. Magnet. Helps to have a magnet when doing this. Get these screws out.
Renegade's Garage says, hey everyone.
What's going on, Renegade's Garage? Thank you so much for joining. If you guys are into car and engine stuff and mechanic stuff, go check out Renegade's Garage. He runs a great channel. He does some fun live streams too. Love hanging out with that guy. He's found him on Ed the Old Tech Guy. So
we've got 2 celebrities in the house
Two
today.
celebrities,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Heck yeah. All right, if you have the wobble X's, these bearings can be a little bit finicky and easy to lose. But there are magnets in this, so it does help.
Yeah, we can't see anything you're doing.
Yeah, no. It'd be so hard to show this on camera. It's super small stuff. So we'll have to check the bed tram after this too. But that's easy stuff. Don't drop it. Okay. Now, very gently. I think I might design some sort of a bracket or something to hold this together if I ever need to tip the printer over.
We can't even see what you're talking about. I'm sure they know. But
Yeah, they know.
me being,
Oh, please don't roll.
3D printer illiterate, is that the word? Is that what I'm looking for?
Illiterate? I wouldn't say that. What in the...
Drew wants to know, do you like the Wobble X? What are the advantages?
I've been really enjoying it. So if you have a bent lead screw, no matter how stiff your gantry and your Z linear motion setup is, that bend will translate into your vertical surfaces of your print, and you'll see waviness, or there's a name for it.
Artifacting?
Kind of like that, yeah. But it's on a perfect 8 or 4 millimeter pattern up that, and that is your lead screw bend that is causing that. The little coupler things that they put in these, that helps a little bit, but they're not perfect, and it can't account for any, when the lead screw does have a bend, it will tilt ever so slightly. So the Wobble X is it allows it to have some give in the XY plane, and as well as have a little tip to it as well, to follow the bend of the lead screw. So it basically puts none of that mechanical load on your linear motion here.
Drew says Z-banding.
Z-banding, yeah, that's the thing. Oh, okay, so I have these backwards.
Oh, Iris says, no, it's all good. I have the already modified and made the guide for the holes.
Oh, perfect.
Awesome.
So, okay. I'm here. Struggle. Every day I'm struggling.
Maybe for my birthday I'll ask for a soundboard so I can play the Jeopardy song.
Right, watching me not be able to do this.
Oh, y'all are awesome in the new year with your comments here.
Yeah?
Iris says, thank you for all the work. You are truly inspiring.
Oh, thank you, Ira.
And hopefully I'm saying that right. If I am mispronouncing that at all, please feel free to let me know.
Okay, I think we're on that side. All right. And actually, when I get this on here, I will bring the printer around so you guys can actually see it work. If you haven't seen it, I actually have a short that I uploaded a while ago with it, and that short's actually gotten more views several months after I uploaded it. Like it basically got no views for almost a year, and then all of a sudden it's a really popular short. So.
Can you put your computer screen down?
Yes.
Oh, darn. Never mind.
What?
I was going to say I could go to the other camera and then you could see things, but
I could do this.
you were going to max out your cord there.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay, put your... Yeah.
Oh, that's healthy for
Not
you.
that.
I know. Okay, that should still be relatively in focus. Where's my
Perfect.
All right, so, yes, let's get these on here. And I guess I'll have to put the links to these things in there in the description as well.
I'm just going to write that down. Link to these things.
Link to Wobble X. All right.
Do you want to reach out to
Mellow 3D.
Mellow 3D before you put the link?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'll put the links to my STL files for the adapters, because some parts are 3D printed to adapt to your specific machine. So, ooh, what a pain. That is one thing, is that if you ever need to actually move your gantry manually, it is a little bit difficult. So just be careful. But they are just straight 4mm ball bearings, so you could find those on Amazon in abundance, which I should probably just get some extras, just in case. All right.
I will say, I don't think I ever heard you talk about this in a while, so I don't even know what the answer is anymore. But Jose wants to know, do you know if anyone has made a cover for the extruder using your breakout board? I think a translucent blue one would be cool.
That would be cool. There might have been, I think I saw someone commenting about it, just in passing and scrolling through Facebook. Someone was talking about, oh, I got the Ethereal 3D board and I made my own cover and stuff for it. I think someone was asking a question about it, and I don't know if I might have commented like, oh, that's really cool. So it was a while ago. All right, let's make sure we are good here. Yeah. Looks like, yeah, we're in. One side seems much higher than the other, like the bearing is not in there or something, but it's there. I could see it. Just my eyeballs. All right, so let's get this more in focus. Can you guys see this? Shall I try to zoom in on it more?
No, we're good.
Okay, so when this turns, I'll just pull this. You will see that thing kind of wobble around.
No, we can't see it quite that well.
Can't see that? That's why I want to zoom in on it. Yeah, this one's not on there, right? I can feel it. Maybe it is. Yeah, we're on there. All right, here. You got to be able to see that. Mm-hmm. And that's what it can account for. So as that thing wobbles around, it doesn't make that pattern in your z-axis on your vertical walls. It's amazing. It's really cool. So, all right, that is that. And I think we're even, Stevens. Feel it.
Ray,
what's up?
I made it. My computer's being a pain, so I may not be on the whole time.
Uh-oh.
Well, thank you for coming by. I feel like
you.
it's been forever since we've seen you, so thank you.
What was that?
I don't know.
That looked important.
That sounded important.
Right. Like you said, struggle bus. All right, sorry about that, everyone.
No, I think it's just your foot.
Just my foot.
You didn't need that foot.
Oh, foot. I'll bring it over here. We're still on, that helps. Okay, let's macros. Oh, okay, that's just a piece of trim. Okay, no big deal. We're gonna do...
We can't see that in the camera, if that's what you're going for.
Oh, fine, we'll just do it from here now. Okay, macros, unload filament. Oh, I don't have I gotta update these big time. I gotta update my macros for this and update the download. This was the first printer I ever did Klipper on, and if any of you were there, that was a fun one, I tell you what.
Pretty sure if it weren't for Drew.
Yes, Drew, man. Drew. He gave us the hookup on that, helping us get through that process, because that was
Klipper reports shutdown.
What? Heater not heating at expected rate. Uh-oh. Restart. What did I do? Make sure that this is all connected still. All right, we're there. That's good.
Drew wants to know if you have any of your macros online.
I do have my basic start and end macro for this. Oh, it got shut off.
Hi. Is it plugged in?
It's plugged in. I hit the switch or something, so there we go. Restart.
Right as you found that, Andy says, turn it on the back.
Right.
That was awesome.
That's
Perfect timing,
fair.
Andy.
Right.
Drew also says, check your ribbon cable. Don't ask me how I know.
Oh, I know, right? I've heard that a few times. Just restart that too. I hope I didn't break something under there.
Did you check your ribbon cable like Drew suggested?
I did check my ribbon cable.
Is it plugged in?
It's plugged in.
To the wall?
To the wall.
Corey Ward says bed tram and bed mesh macros are unmatched.
Right. I got to update those for this as well. I got to do a lot of macro updating. So part of this is, come on, I know.
Drew says he was thinking more along the lines of all your other macros.
No, I don't. There we go. Now we're going. So I will actually, I think I might just add a page on my website of just macros, Klipper stuff. Yeah, something to play with. There we go. Now we're back.
Drew says, have you tried turning it off and on again?
Right. All right. Now we're good. It should. Nope, it doesn't. Okay, so I got to add that. Now we're heating up. That's better. So yeah, I add a page on my website with Klipper macros and stuff like that. But one part of doing this as well is that I'm working with Alan over at Happy 3D Thailand. He's a reseller for artillery printers and amongst other things, and he has some of these left that he wants to be able to sell and have them be relatively upgraded to fit more of the modern era of 3D printers. So he's got some big Tree Tech Pies that he's putting in them, and he's going to get Klipper running. So I'm refining my Klipper setup on this so that he could put it on his machines to sell. And part of that is making sure that the runout sensor operates and functions correctly. I also have the SPI 3.5-inch display. It's going to go on there, and I've made a mount for that. I got to do a couple more minor tweaks for it. But I should have all that ready for him, hopefully by the end of the week, so we can get that done. Man, I like how fast this thing heats up. Now we can unload this. There we go.
I feel like every time I switch back to the computer, you're doing something on the printer and vice versa.
Right, okay.
Drew says very fancy.
Right. And then, oh, yep. It locks it. Load filament.
Ooh, Andy says he's got the 3.5 SPI mounted on his at the moment.
Nice. Yeah, that's an all right little screen. A little bit laggy, but it gets the job done.
And Drew comes in and says, I just got my BTT 7-inch screen.
Ooh, I saw that. You sent me a picture. It looks awesome. The 7-inch screen is something else. I did that on a coworker's Tronxy, Tron XY, Tronxy, whatever they call it.
We're pretty sure it's probably Tron XY.
Tron XY, yeah. Did it. It's not a big Tree Tech screen. It's just a Raspberry Pi 7-inch HDMI screen, but it is nice.
What was the one you put on the Creality printer you were working on?
That was a big Tree Tech HDMI 5, a 5-inch screen.
That thing was pretty cool.
Yes. Boom.
If you haven't seen it, you've got it on the website, right? Your pictures and everything that you did on it?
I got it on my Facebook.
On your Facebook?
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Kinda
all right.
cool.
Filament is loaded. Let's slice something. And what I want to do is test it let it run out, and then try loading a different color.
Andy says, it gets the job done indeed. However, I'm thinking about the 7-inch HDMI screen. Other way around, Drew.
Right. Let's do a test print.
Oh, come on.
Right?
This thing's acting up.
Is it?
For the picture-in-picture, yeah.
Oh no. It might need a software update maybe. I don't know. I'll look at it. We don't need for loops. 315 grid. Sure. Speed. Probably slow. Oh, yeah. I'm so used to working with faster machines. So another thing I'm going to do is set up the accelerometer for it and actually run this thing at proper speeds, which would be nice. Others. Sure. Slice plate. 22 minutes.
Oh, you got 22 minutes.
I can
Maybe
make
because screeching it the last second, but if you hit it now.
Right. No. I could do better though. We're just gonna, we're gonna YOLO it. We're gonna YOLO it.
Famous last words.
Actually, I'm doing that backwards. It's gonna slam and bang, but it's gonna work. Internal solid infill, sure. Top surface. Gap, 100, support, 100, whatever. Accelerations should be...
So Andy's asking Drew how he likes his 7-inch screen.
800.
Curious to see what Drew's response is going to be.
Just going to save that as a test. Okay, now we'll do that. That should save us, oh yeah, a little bit of time. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. Upload and print. I need to wash this. You know what? I bet you my offsets are like horribly off too. I didn't even think about that.
You were saying something about tramming too.
Yeah. Well, oh, you know what? You're right. I totally didn't even think about that either. Pause.
And Drew says, they just showed up today.
Shoot. Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Should just let it happen, huh?
I know. It just would have been a total disaster.
Meh.
Yeah.
We're used to it now.
That's fair. It's gonna like heat up all the way, partially start and then quit. Unless I just stop it. Yeah, whatever.
So while we're waiting, any exciting projects going on? We have some things we're hoping to work on this year.
Mm-hmm. We are working on a totally custom Core XY design.
Talked about it before. We're
Yeah.
trying to make it more of a reality than we have in the past.
Yeah. I spent some time working on the initial design. There's some changes I have to make, but for the most part, it's doing pretty good. Let's heat this up to 220. And then
I would do that the second I switch back to every
Right.
time.
I'm just doing basic stuff here.
Every time.
Get that heating up, and then I need a piece of paper or something.
And then we are looking at doing a custom CNC machine and seeing if it would be
A CNC router.
seeing if it would be feasible for something to be on the website,
Yeah, something to sell as a kit.
or if it's just something to play with for fun.
Yeah. I mean, we have one. I built one at work, and it's pretty amazing. So I want one at home. All right. I don't even have my. Actually,
So
that's
there's
my
lots of talk about the screen being awful and awesome options. Drew says you need to have a naming contest for something for that thing other than Custom Core XY.
Right. Well,
I came up with a name, but he vetoed me. So
I didn't
good
veto
luck.
you. I did not veto you.
Totally
okay.
vetoed me.
No.
did.
No. No.
You did.
No. Z calibrate. Okay, there we go.
Ray says, saw your posts about the Core XY. Very impressive.
Thank you, Ray.
And Andy says, yeah, Bijou is all good, but Matt mentioned they're a bit laggy, like a bit small for an adult.
Yeah. No, that still works. I need a piece of paper.
Okay.
So slow. I gotta speed all this stuff up.
Okay, I'm leaving you on that view for a second.
Okay.
This. Go find your paper.
Let's see. When I can visually see just the giant gap under there. 20 minutes. We can do this. We got this. I want to make it work. Yeah, I think next week we will do the accelerometer setup on it, which I'll probably do prior, and then I'll just revert back to before I did it so I could do it in a live stream, because I do want to get the configurations sent off to Alan by the end of the week.
Totally thought of writing or drawing something on it for
Right.
you. Like maybe like help me or something.
It's a THIK piece. All right. Ooh, I can feel it. We're getting there. Too high or too low?
So why don't you have a probe on this one?
I do have a probe on it, but I gotta set the offset first. Accept. Continue. Offset. Preliminary offset done. Homing, home all.
Andy says, oh, I'm so looking forward to that. I did it to test the idea, but not sure if I'm round to the accelerometer correctly.
Yeah, I'll get that.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I got it working on, well, I did it on the Ender 3. I did it on the Tronxy. He has renamed the Tesseract, really original. But it's awesome. If you saw my post about that, it's really cool. It works great and it's fast, and it's a big tree tech setup, so I got the accelerometer working for that, and it works great. I got it working on that thing, and on the Hornet. So this is next. Let's see.
So Drew, my name for it was the epoxy. So
yeah.
EP 3D in a line, and then going downwards from top to bottom in the middle is Core XY.
Right.
Or no, it was Core XY with the I don't remember exactly how we were
Yeah.
going to plan it out, but it was basically going to be like a plus sign with the EP 3D and the Core XY, making it epoxy, but he vetoed me.
I did not veto.
You
I
did.
just figure we could
You did.
come up with some more, see if we could find something different or better or whatever.
Yeah, that totally sounds veto.
No, it's not a veto.
Totally is. Totally is. Maker My Nexus says, sorry, I'm lurking, working on a few things, getting my Rock 2020 going, and just playing around with the design.
Ooh, fun, fun, fun.
Hey, we will take lurking. Thank you
Yes.
for just hanging out with us.
Yeah, you could lurk all you want. If you need ideas, if you need help with something, I'm open. I'm all ears. I forgot how quiet this thing is.
Compared to the K1?
Oh
yeah.
man, the K1 is noisy. Although I could speed up this process quite a bit. Yeah. Definitely can use some speed.
Andy wants to know, how would you mount the accelerometer on the bed?
So it doesn't have to be permanently mounted. So for your initial calibration, you just tape it to the bed with some masking tape. Do the calibration. When you're done, you're done. Same with the print head. Find a place to tape it, screw it, hold it down with something. The calibration process itself isn't that violent, and so tape will be fine. So I might actually make, for the head, it's going to be a little different. I might make something that, like a little adapter that you could screw into somewhere. That would be a good stable place to put it.
Your little graph on your computer is pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, the height map thing.
Sure.
Yeah. Range 0.162, that ain't bad. Okay, now.
Maker My Nexus asked, also, have you heard back from Libre since we last chatted? I know you have been busy with the holidays.
They have not contacted me. I figure they're busy, right? All right, now we could print this.
And no, Drew, we focused on the kiddo this Christmas, so I didn't get my dream gift, but that's okay. She got hers. She got all of her dream gifts.
Your dream gift? You mean a Highland cow?
Okay, that's like, that's just mean. Why you gotta be like that?
Well, the plushie one will be here on Wednesday, they said.
Uh-huh. Sure it will. You never got me a
It's
cow.
been in New York for 2 weeks.
You've never even bought me a Christmas gift. That's what that is.
Oh, I bought it, trust me. Whatever.
No, Drew asked if I got the Lenovo.
Oh. No. That'll come one of these days.
Drew says that he printed a little plate that he could clip onto the bed, and he's also used sticky tack. Very smart ideas.
Sticky tack would work, right?
For printing a little plate. I mean, using your printer for
Printers,
useful resources.
right? Oh yeah, exclude object define. I gotta add that in there too, because Orca Slicer has an object exclusion option, which is really cool. If you're printing multiple things and you notice one thing is starting to fail, you could just tell it, hey, don't print that anymore. Well, using it in Klipper, don't print that one part, so it skips that for the rest of the print. So one failure doesn't cause the other, however many you have in your bed, to fail.
So Andy says he screwed his accelerometer through the hole in his PEI, but was not very convinced. He set it to going at midnight, not knowing how loud it was going to be.
It's not too bad.
Let's see, Maker My Nexus says, I will get them, though I know that they're currently in CES, but I'll reach out again and see if I can get you a sweet potato Solitude or Alto to play around with.
Be fun. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Drew says he's also cheap, I mean economical as well.
Economical.
And he says the object exclusion works really well.
Nice. Yeah, I've never tried it before. I know about it, and it sounds like a really neat thing. A really neat feature. Come on, let's go. Let's do this. Oh, more tuning to do on this thing. Fun times. There we go.
Is brandishing the wire cutters at it supposed to do anything, or is that just for the fun of the threat?
Once it starts, I'm going to cut the filament. Yank it out.
Oh, so it is a threat.
It is a threat.
Oh.
And then I have some Creality white. Yeah. Same stuff, different color. We'll try. For those of you who have not tried
the same stuff?
Yeah.
What's that hatchbox?
Creality. For those of you who have not tried the Creality Hyper Series PLA, it's really good stuff, actually. I'm really impressed. And then their cardboard spools are actually like nice and thick, and they work in the Bamboo Lab AMS.
You were 2 seconds away from hearing a crash, by the way.
Oh boy. We'll let this lay down the first layer.
Drew says it was on Octoprint way back, so he was happy when he found it for Klipper.
Nice. Yeah, I remember hearing about it on Octoprint, actually, a couple years ago. Ooh, how's that first layer looking? A little thick, but
that thing is so nice and quiet.
It's so quiet.
Why don't you ever print with it?
Because it's been half taken apart for a while.
Because you like using the loudest printers you've got?
That's
loud. There it is.
Yeah, it does have a noisy fan. We'll let it get a few layers in.
This is too good to be true. Andy says, I've tried the object exclusion, sounds great. I've not tried it yet myself, but would have used it many times in the past. That makes me love Klipper even more.
Right. Yeah, and I forget what I got to put in the config to keep it from, because it's going to, every layer change, it'll give you an error on the screen saying error, exclude object, unknown command,
That's
exclude
okay.
object
Face
start.
it this way.
Yeah, it'll do that every time. And that's not going to affect the print. It's just going to give you that error because it doesn't know what to do with it. And I know I had the issue on the SP5 when I switched to, and it's an Orca slicer thing. So
Ray bringing back some old conversations here. I'm loving it.
right.
Well, that was fun. It flashed red at you for a second. He says, I thought Matt was using the clippers to bulk up his massive sports muscles.
Oh yeah, because I sports. No, I don't sports ball. My 4-year-old sports ball better than me. And give her a couple years, she's gonna word better than me too.
The sad part is you've got her calling it sports balling.
That's so awesome.
That's the worst part.
That's amazing. Come on, it's
That is the
sports
worst
ball.
part.
If it doesn't involve a ball, is it really a sport?
Yeah.
Okay,
Track and field.
that's fair, I guess. All right,
That
here's
one
one.
thing
Here's a
you used to
question.
do long distance running because you were weird. I don't know why
Yeah.
people would do that.
I know, right? Here's a question: do you consider bowling a sport?
No.
No. What about golf? No. Typically, it's if old overweight people can play it and play it well, it's probably not a sport. It's a game. Golf and bowling are games. There is a little bit of a physicalness
Okay.
to it, and it's not like
Anybody who's following us
Soccer.
the last month is already going to know your answer. And in case if you're drinking something, be ready to spit it out when he answers this. Is solving a Rubik's Cube a sport?
no, it's a game.
Dang.
More of a hobby, actually.
Okay, well, I set that up too well because I think if I hadn't have set that up, you would have said yes.
Not a sport. Some people call it a sport, and I find that to be hilarious.
I'm pretty sure you do too if I hadn't have set that up for you.
No. All right, let's try this. We got a few layers down. Let's see if it works.
Drew says, to get rid of your errors, you need to add this to your Moonraker config.
Moonraker
and,
config?
Put some stuff in the chat that...
Cool. Are you gonna run out? Oh,
Snap.
look at that.
Hey, haha, snap.
Okay, so I've never actually done this before. Do I manually unload it?
Corey says he's got the white cross down. Yes, Corey! Solving the Rubik's Cube.
Oh no, so I need to, okay, anybody that actually has done this, how do I unload the filament? Right? How do I unload the filament without making it freak out?
Unfortunately, you're standing way too high, and they did not get to see that look of panic on your face just
Like,
now.
I didn't think about
That was
this.
so perfect.
Right? Oh shoot, am I tangled here? Let's get untangled. I want to continue this. We are very tangled. Where is my end at?
I think that you jinxed yourself earlier by saying, welcome to the struggle bus.
It wasn't a jinx, it was a true story.
It was a jinx.
There we go, tangle be gone.
Drew says manual unload.
Manual unload. Well, the stepper motor is locked. I know if I unlock the stepper motors, it's going to want to rehome.
Corey says extrude.
Let's see if it lets me.
Maybe like cut some of it off first, you know what I mean? Once you're not extruding the
Let's
whole
see,
thing.
extrude. Let's see. Retract. Oh yeah,
Oh.
that works.
Darn it.
Okay.
Andy says, oops.
Right.
MakerMind was asking if you have an unload macro.
I do have an unload macro. Does it get mad about doing macros in between print pausing?
Ah, and Andy suggested you might want to have a macro for that.
Okay.
Everybody's thinking the same. I like it.
Right. Okay. Said I've never done manual filament switches before.
Drew also said, look on your web UI. There should be an unload.
Yeah, I found the extract retrude thing, so.
So with you not having put that back through your filament thing, is that going to be an issue for you?
Oh, you know what? You're right. I didn't do that. That's okay. I could do that. See? I'm so used to not having it. That's okay.
And now that he's got it, he's just going to
Boom.
circumvent it anyway.
I'll wire it. So didn't that finish?
MakerMind says, nope, it should be fine.
Okay. Why is this not going in? Oh. Because this is at a funky angle.
Because you jinxed it.
Yeah, I did. There we go. I was there. I was there. Okay.
You got 4 minutes.
4 minutes?
4 minutes.
Oh, come on. There we go. I need to set the height at pause much higher so it doesn't create a blob. Oh, there we go. There we go. Got it. There, we'll continue. Okay. Continue. Where would that be on here? Resume.
Drew says, from what I read, the macro could use a bit of work.
Yeah, it's just the pause macro that's in the main cell config. So.
He says moving up, unloading existing filament, etc.
Yeah. Definitely could use some work. It's something I could tinker with. It's something I've never done, so you got to see the struggle. Big thing is it actually going to continue printing and finish? It looks like it. It looks like it's laying down plastic.
Who are we missing today? He's from Louisiana.
Oh, yeah. Why
I can remember details, but names. I'm so bad at names.
I'm so bad at that, yeah.
While we're really bad at names, we're missing you.
Yeah, from Louisiana.
Was it Louisiana? I feel like it was Louisiana.
Yeah, Louisiana, yeah.
Yeah. Particularly him and Drew giving you such a hard time.
Oh man, they gang up on me. It's not fair.
He says Drew says the next macro you should tackle is the KAMP.
Camp, I already have that. It's amazing, but only on a printer that has a very dynamic bed tram. If you have a fixed bed tram, it's kind of pointless.
Baron, that's it. Thank you, Ray.
Baron, yeah.
If you come in and watch after the fact, we missed you, Baron.
Yeah. And we're sorry for forgetting your name.
I'm so bad with names. See, I can remember the details.
Right? Yes, I have Camp set up on the Tesseract, and it works really good. And I actually found I had to change bits and pieces of it. Yeah, I'll put that on there. I'll set it up on here. If you guys want, I can set up a Camp macro for this. If that's what you want, I can do it. So I could just have different options. I'll make a download of several options. But it was a lot easier to implement than I expected. So.
Drew says it's the one where it only does bed mesh in the areas of the print. Mm-hmm. Really cool, which I'm sure I'm really behind on reading, so sorry.
No, it's fine. So one thing about it is that if you have something that is on the bed that is beyond where the probe can reach, it will give you an error, and there's 4 or 5 lines that you have to comment out of the Camp macro. 1 minute? Oh man. I guess I could stop this.
Oop. Actually, I lied. Not 1 minute.
Well, I'll stop this and I'll show you. So, cancel print. Yeah, I need to fix that. Ooh. Unlock steppers. How do I unlock steppers? Back. Main menu. Homie. No.
Marcel's here and says hello from Germany.
What's up, Marcel? Thank you so much for stopping by. Disable motors. There we go. So it did continue. Where it stopped and started looks a little funky, but
put your laptop down and then let me. There we go.
Can you see him at right that angle?
Kinda.
Yeah, it continued. So where it started and stopped, it looks a little weird, and I think that could just be I'll have to mess with the pause macro and have it retract a little bit and all that kind of stuff. So, but the whole process worked. So the filament runout sensor works. And that's what we wanted, right? Is that what people want?
I don't know.
It's what the people want.
All I know is it's after 4.
It's after 4. Now I could do some filament color change stuff. Oh, it's actually like right in line too. It didn't lose its place. The Klipper's awesome and kind of easy to work with. Okay, so she's antsy. I know, we got to get going. I love doing these things, so this is so much fun.
I get it, but now you're just trying to roll out the time.
Just wasting time, right? Well, everyone, we actually kind of got finished in one video with the one subject. I'm kind of impressed. That doesn't normally happen. Normally it takes several videos. But for all of you that hung out, thank you so much for stopping by and watching today.
For all of you from all over today,
All
we've
the
had Greece, we've had Germany, we've had France, we've had a couple celebrities with Ed and
Renegade's Garage. Boom.
yeah. Awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Amazing. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining. We got this done. I will get this all compiled up into a download on the website either tonight, if not tomorrow. I might try to do some more tuning on it, too, just so the pause macro is more functional. But, yeah, thank you, everyone, for watching.
And the UK.
And the UK. Yes.
There it is. I knew I was forgetting one. And, of course, Canada.
In Canada. And if you haven't yet, hit that like, hit that subscribe. We do these live streams. We try to do it every week. We might skip a week here or there, or holidays, and other stuff. Try to do more produced videos. But yep, we got to get going. I forgot how to close these things. Oh, follow us on Facebook, Instagram at Ethereal Project 3D. I have links for those. Those are actually in there. And I am on Discord. If you want to message me on Discord, that's a good way to get a hold of me.
Also our website. We've got
And our website, the forum.
The forum, which we haven't paid much attention to, but we need to get better at.
I don't think people's been posting on it. I'll have to look. But yeah, on that note, thanks again for watching. We got to get out of here. Happy 3D printing, and we will see you in the next one later on.